What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to my channel, Flankster117 here with another unboxing and video review. Today I bring to you the Weta Lara Croft Shadow of the Tomb Raider 1/4 scale statue. Now I am a huge fan of the Tomb Raider video games. Played and beat all three, beat the first one probably 3 times actually. I just beat this one about a few months ago. When it first released, I Gameflyed it. I use Gamefly to rent my video games. Rarely do I actually even purchase a video game, only when it goes on sale or if it has tons of replay value like Mortal Kombat. So here's the box. It's just a colored box. Back here it has a jungle, basically logos, and here it actually shows the statue. And it has this seal on it that looks like it's from the game. This is limited to 750. Sold out quite quick, actually. So if you want to get this, your best bet really is just eBay to the flippers. I am quite excited for this. I've waited about 2 additional weeks since I paid for it. I thought I was going to be one of the first to receive this. I ended up being the last because my retailer had issues shipping it. So let's go ahead and open this up. If you have not played this video game yet, I would highly recommend you play it. It is very fun. I love the story and the concept. It almost feels like you're playing, you know, in Lord of the Rings in some parts, like the Mines of Moria. Right now I'm actually playing Devil May Cry 5. Absolutely love that game. It is incredibly fun, like easily the best Devil May Cry game. And just an overall like 10 out of 10 action game. I really like it. Alrighty. Lots of parts. So let's get this. Get my turntable here. I literally just got done working out at the gym for an hour and a half doing triceps and abs. So here is the base. The bottom, Queen of the Jungle, 1/4 scale. I got number 210 of 750. Has all these logos. Great looking base. Has like plastic plants. Very cool. I love the tree effect on this. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This must be the one that the Jaguar is on. Oh boy, look at the size of this bad boy. There we go. See that? Just like so. Very cool. Here's Lara. More tree parts. This thing is shaking like a mud every time I move. My goodness. All right, where's this one go? For the life of me, I cannot find it. That's Lara. No, I guess it's right here. Thought Lara would go right there. Nope. Let's see, that's all Lara. The bow, more tree parts. I want to finish the base and put Lara last. I believe this goes right here. There we go, like so. That tree looks freaking awesome. There's the Jaguar. What is this? Arrows for Lara. Okay. 4 different arrows. Lara, and then this is more. Okay. Next is just the Jaguar, and then Lara, and we're good. Here is the Jaguar, all one piece. Has lots of these stupid styrofoam peanuts, though. That's an interesting peg. Okay. There we go. Let's twist this around. All right, there's one peg right here for Lara. Now that I see it, so let's take her out. There she is. Where does this peg go? It's like that. Actually, wait. It's like interesting. Let me look at the frickin' pictures. Okay, angled on this side. I believe it must go like this. I think I had it. There we go. Boom. Like so. I believe that's correct. All right, 2 more pieces. Plus we got the arrows that's in her back pouch here. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. See what we think. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for watching this video. Let's go ahead and check out this statue. So, few noticeable things. I'll start with some of the flaws. The tree trunk has a very noticeable seam right here. You know, where you insert it in, it's quite noticeable. Not a huge deal, but it's very noticeable. Next thing, I mean, I need to verify that her eyes are brown, but her eye color is literally the same color as her hair. Or like a slightly different version. I mean, unless that's really true, I'll need to check, you know, like in-game images and CGI videos. There is a little bit of scuff marks on my panther. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, but, you know, like little white spots. Not 100% sure what that is. But it's not a big deal, nothing I would, you know, initiate a refund or return for. Outside of that issue, this very noticeable seam, this is a pretty freaking awesome statue. You can see, you know, how big it is overall. It's a big 1/4. I mean, Lara herself is not very massive for a 1/4. You know, she is about as big as my Harley Quinn for the sideshow. But this whole statue is almost like a diorama. It tells a story, you know. So in the video game, Lara is in the forest, I believe in, you know, South America, if I remember correctly. And she fought lots of panthers. Many scenes you actually fought lots of panthers. And so I love how they incorporated a panther into the statue. Now the panther does have some mixed media right here where its actual whiskers are not sculpted. They're like, you know, a piece of string or, you know, fur, and it's actually a little see-through when it first comes out, and then it gets whiter. It does have spots. The teeth look good. The tongue is glossy. The paws are sharp and glossy. Overall, it looks really cool. Then you have this massive tree trunk with these little leaves and plants everywhere. They look like aquarium plants. You know, even these ones dangling, you know, you can see back here where you got this dangling one. And yeah, I mean, overall, the base looks fantastic. You have this really nice underbase, which resembles ruins, you know, from the video game. And then, of course, the forest. The dirt effect looks awesome. You know, I'll show you some close-ups here momentarily. But wanted to show this to you all throughout. Lara herself, she's fully sculpted. You know, except for the string on the bow and arrow is a string, of course. But she looks great. The skin looks good. The face, I mean, it could be a little bit better. It's not 100% likeness, but it's not terrible, you know. And so she is holding her hiking, like climbing axe, and then the sword she used throughout the game. She has a gun on her holster, plus another hiking axe, picket, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it's definitely really, really cool. I love it. I want to do some side comparisons, and then we'll do some close-ups. All right, so here's a quick size comparison. I have 3 1/4 scale statues, all video game related. You have the gaming heads, Lara Croft, and Kratos statue. And then me in the background, as you can see. So, I mean, if Lara is to be the exact same height, she's definitely a little bit smaller than this one. But she's definitely more detailed and a better paint job. You know, Weta is very good with what they do. Their statues, although much more expensive than your typical statue, they're very high quality and very well done. I'm a big fan of Weta. I wish they'd do more 1/4s. Now, this statue retails at $6.99 plus shipping. Fortunately, I was able to get it cheaper with my retailer. They gave me a great deal on it. You know, where gaming heads would cost you, you know, like, I believe Kratos was like $329, Lara $300 something. You can both pick these two up in the secondary market for $200 to $400. And this Weta one will cost you probably $800 plus on eBay now. But you can see such a, you know, dramatic difference between them. You know, this Weta one is much more well done in terms of just a statue. The base, the pose, the detail, the whole statue as a whole is just much better. So let's do some close-ups and see what we think. Alrighty, so here it is next to the game. See the detail here in the ruins. Looks super realistic. And then the dirt and plant effect is awesome. Even Lara herself has tons of weathering. That is the seam I was talking about. You can see it's very noticeable. However, not that big of a deal. You can also see that seam, only if you're really looking, but when you're looking at the statue from this angle, you can only barely see it right there. This base is freaking amazing. Also a little seam right there. Here's Lara. I do think the proto face was a little bit better comparing pictures. I think I actually like the face, not the paint, but the face sculpt of the gaming head slightly better. Not that this one's terrible, but it definitely could have used some extra TLC. And here is the Jaguar. You can see the spots look awesome. There was the little white specks I was talking about. One right there. The face looks very ferocious and cool looking. That tree is massive, super cool. The moss effect is amazing. Overall, very, very cool. See the sword, the weathering effect, the rust. This was just special sword in the game that you used at the very end to fight the final boss. There it is. My plan on where I'm going to put this is actually right here in this room. I'm getting a Maju case, and I want to display this in the Maju case and make it like a forest scene. You know, with the game, that, maybe a poster or not. And I'll go right here in the middle of the room, because I tried displaying this next to other 1/4 video game statues, and honestly, it looks out of place. She's too small. It looks like a 1/6 next to a 1/4 or a 1/5. So she's definitely, you know, feels too small next to other 1/4 scale statues. This is much better as a standalone piece by herself. You know, the figure and the whole statue is phenomenal. You know, and I'd rate this probably a 8.5, 9 out of 10. You know, especially the design and detail. I wish Lara was just a little bit bigger and the face was sculpted and painted a little bit better, and then this would be like a 10 out of 10 statue. But my plan, I'm going to display it right here in the middle of the room. I'm going to scoot that back, of course. Maju case with probably my Berserker Predator diorama when that ships in August on top, and this underneath. I just think it looked really good. This one looks fine down low because she's looking up. Really, you could display this at any angle, although high up would probably be not the ideal, either mid or low, because of her looking up. And then if it's down low, you can really see the base great. You just can't see the cat as good. The cat looks better mid-level if you're looking at it like this. So when I eventually get the Maju case and that many new statues, I'll probably do a new full room tour, and that'll be, you know, probably in 2 months. Until then, stay tuned. I will be getting the Vegeta bust tomorrow. I actually got the base today, and that's the box it came in. Just waiting for the actual head and bust itself. The base is phenomenal. Absolutely love it. And like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.